You know. Yo. What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Chopper Slice, and you know what it is. You are rocking with COD Sports and COD, aka Chopping Tosh Entertainments, aka Keeping It Cousin, aka you know how we bussin'. But we're back with another video again. I know you guys have seen me do this fight 100 times, and we're using Mcgregor. This is using Mcgregor authentically part 3. I'm not gonna be here long. This is not gonna be a long video because I have to go and take care of something. So I'm just gonna try to defeat Dustin, and we're gonna take it. You know, when I get back, you'll see me on live again, and I'm gonna show you some other things. How to use Mcgregor on the ground. Well, the way that I use him on the ground. And I'm not the greatest. I just have some ways that I can get out of trouble that I've learned how to cheat the system, because the system cheats you. And it's not really cheating the system. It's just little, you know, little side ways that you guys can do. But let's start it from scratch. Go ahead, sweetheart. Oh. Okay. Now the thing with Mcgregor, now shout outs to the man Prioxis. He don't sponsor me or nothing, but I watch his videos and he makes sense in a lot of his videos. Shout outs to everybody else too. My man Danny P, my man Rhino, Marshall Mine, 8 and 0, all those guys that stream, that inspired me to stream. Shout outs to you guys. Boxing Fanatico, shout outs to channels that don't have anything to do with UFC, like Lockdown 23 and 1. Shout outs to you, man. Def. Shout outs to NAC Snipe. Shout outs to Harlem Smiley, Dirt Game TV. Sorry. Alright, let's run this back. I just wanted to get my shout outs out. Now, one of the things that I'm gonna show you again with the stand up, it's a secret that you can use with Mcgregor. Like I said, his feet and his left hand is his main two weapons. And in movement is one of the most important. Shh, none of that. We don't want to hear that barking. His movement is the most important. Now see how Dustin connected that that hook and that kick. Max Holloway does the same. You want to let Dustin strike himself out. I've said it before for those who missed it last time. You want to let him strike himself out and guard your body. And you want to throw as less as possible, but land most of your punches that you throw. You ain't got to do anything fancy. Just do the basics. The basics will get this fight done. You know, work the body. Because Dustin is a pressure fighter most of the time. But when he fought Mcgregor, McGregor's a natural pressure fighter usually, because he knows that most of his opponents he can outbox. He's got that gift. You know, sometimes you just know it. So Dustin, he wants to fight carefully against McGregor and stay away from the left. Now, when you get took down and you're using McGregor, don't, unless you have to, look for no transitions to scrap on the ground. Immediately look for a way to get up. Now I'm gonna try to see if he'll take me down. Next time he take me down, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Now see how I want to plant my feet when I throw my left. Boom, every time. Boom, every time. And this is on pro level. So, you know, this ain't on no easy level. And this is against AI. Usually AI is tougher than computer. I wish if I was fighting online, guys will be throwing mad crazy moves and I could show you easily. I should have done that. I'm going to do one online when I get back. That way I can demonstrate it online too. But let Dustin do his thing. Ooh, I got caught on that one. Head, body, jab, cross to the body. See how Dustin's pressuring me? That's because I'm not pressuring him. I'm not giving him anything for him to want to back up from me. I'm not giving him no pressure. I'm letting him come at me. All right, we're probably going to go to the ground. Well, of course. All right, now immediately you want to start looking to get up, because Conor's not one that does, you know, extremely well with transitions. He can transition and he can hold himself. You know, he can hold himself real well at defending himself on the ground, but he'd rather be on feet. So, and take your time when you're down there. You don't have to rush like using L1 that uses a lot of stamina. Take your time. If Dustin wants to transition, or anybody you're fighting that's a wrestler wants to transition, let them. You know what I'm saying? And then make your move. Take your time.
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landed. Both very powerful, very explosive.
Now, I might try to pressure him in just a second.
Wind it up on the right there to no avail. Oh, look at him land another jab there.
Another thing with McGregor that I've mentioned before is his jab. He doesn't have that snap jab like Diaz and how Tyson Fury has on here. Even though Tyson Fury is a boxer, but Conor has a good boxing jab. All right, he wanted to take me back. Go for the get up. Okay, it did.
And now the damage is about to start.
Boom. And those push-offs, those help you a lot. Now it's getting towards the end of the round. Now I wanna start scoring my points, because Dustin's up in the fight. He's hit me more and he's took me down, but he's using more and more stamina each time.
Just unable to quite find that range. Right then a left.
Ooh, I wish I would have caught that. Okay, cool. We ended the round with that. Okay, now I screwed up. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not perfect. I screwed up a few times actually. While I was talking, I was getting caught with some things. Alright, let's look at the stats on that last round. I threw 95 times. He threw 125. Huh, my percentage wasn't too bad at all, actually. He did better significantly, but totally, I did better than him. So.
He's getting underway. Round one, not the round of the year necessarily, but some good in there. And it's not always gonna be. You have two very talented.
Stay away. Let him play. You control the pace of the fight.
And he landed the right hand there.
One of the most important things with Conor McGregor is controlling the pace of the fight.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Oh, and there's that patented McGregor left
when McGregor controls the pace of the fight, he tends to do better.
You know it's coming, but because Conor does such a great job of managing space, he's so quick, he's so active, you don't know when he's going to throw that punch.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see.
I want to throw a little bit more volume, because he's done caught me with a few good hits that I need to come back off of.
But he's also going to be able to.
Ooh, see, this is what I didn't want to happen. Okay, stay in there. All right, he took me back to the ground. We want to get up.
Gets up again here, but hurting.
Take your time. Now we're going to start landing that left hand. We want to start landing that left. Sit him down. I could have kneed. Kicked him down again. Sit him down again. Try to go in for the finish. Let him back up. Or, nah, let's go for the submission.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position. Oh, wow, oh!
And it's tough to submit AI, man. They do a lot of things correctly, you know what I mean? Once again, got it by submission. That's how you use McGregor on the ground, man. See, where he's a stand-up fighter, right? You want, if you're gonna wear your opponent down, one of the most important things also with McGregor is that he like Tony Ferguson's better at this though. McGregor can open up a cut, especially if you use his striking correctly. If you strike significantly and use a lot of his strikes. Now, I'm not talking about the hooks. Now, the hooks are significant bangers. Like, you know, you don't have to use those with McGregor. You can use the common jab and straight. I'm going to do this again. This time, I want to see if I can ride it out. You can just use the common jab and straight. Like, and if you do it right and don't go crazy and try to be fancy and just take your time and control the pace, you can open up a cut. Now, once you open up a cut, make sure that your opponent has used some stamina. Let him wrestle a little bit. Let him work his stamina. And once you get him and cut him and you go to the ground, that's when McGregor can bait him in. You can switch up, get him in a rear naked choke, and go for a choke. And most of the time, you'll be in a better chance of getting that submission. That's how you use McGregor on the ground. Now, but never try to transition though. Never try to transition at first. Always try to just get back to your feet. Control the pace of the fight. They dropped McGregor to a 4-star fighter, but they forgot that he still has his weapons. And the way he strikes is another important thing. Like that cross, that's a beautiful cross. He has a Celtic cross. That's a legendary cross. Ali had that cross. See, I'm missing a little bit. I don't want to be doing that. I want to let Dustin strike.
Not necessarily for the gas tank if this thing goes much longer. Not great for the gas tank and not good for the old noggin. You can't take so many upside the head.
Use that knee a little bit if you can when he gets inside. Also, another thing that McGregor is very good at that you can use, that I love using with any fighter, whether they're a stand-up fighter or not, is that lunging cross or jab. Like boom, do that and you get out quickly. That adds up, man. It don't seem like it's too hard, but it adds up. That's one of the things you can use. See, Dustin's working a lot. He's landing his little punches, but watch this. Boom! If I would have landed that, God bless. I landed that one. You could do that the whole entire fight and just let him make his mistakes and just keep landing that.
Landed a big kick there.
He's not doing nothing too fancy to hurt me yet. I'm not letting him get his hook because Dustin's a hooker. 5-star hooker. They upped his hooks. Keep him off. Oh, he stayed away from that side kick that time. Okay, now he took me down. We want to go for the get up immediately. We don't want to play.
Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so. And
now he's in a lot
we want to immediately get up.
Or he's going to get blasted.
Wait for him to start going for the punches if he takes you down, and try to get out of there immediately. Then we're gonna want to control the fight. Now listen, another thing, McGregor's decent at switching stances, but remember his left is his most powerful hand. So you could also use that as a jab when you switch stances, but I wouldn't stay there for long. Switch back. Now when you switch to orthodox from McGregor, I'm gonna tell you one thing that's real good, that he's real good with when he goes to orthodox. It's his kicks. When he goes to orthodox with his kicks, let me show you. Hold on, let me get out of this little funk I'm in. Okay.
Able to check that kick as well.
Denied the takedown. That's weird. I denied it in the orthodox too. Orthodox, back to orthodox. His kicks seem a little bit more effective in certain ways when he's in the orthodox. That's because they know he's a lefty. They know he's a lefty. They're looking for that left hand. Now Dustin has landed more damage on me, seems like, than I landed on him. He's threw way more than me too. But I'm controlling the pace of the fight. I'm letting him chase me. I'm controlling the pace.
What a right hand by this young man.
Now, a lot of people, you like to see they land and kick, repeated kicks.
Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after
And that's how I just got rocked right there. That's because they nerfed Conor's chin. Now, Conor used to be able to go blow for blow, but we don't want to do that with Dustin because we seen what happened. So, don't be afraid to trade, though. If you got to trade to get out of there.
Oh, big left hook there.
Now, I'm going to start looking to land my left hand no matter what. See that push I just did? That right there can also interrupt their movements. But you don't want to get caught pushing and them hit you clean on the chin because it can knock you out. So I'm going to show you how to utilize that push as well. I made some mistakes. The ones you see me make, don't make. Now watch this step in left. I'm going to hit him with. No matter what he catches you with, you can get rocked throwing that though. But it also puts a lot of pressure on his chin. See that step in?
Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand.
That little run in jab. The cross. Switching to orthodox.
Oh, that's a good right hand.
Okay, your head didn't work. Let's try the body. All right, go back to south. It ain't gonna hurt to sometimes switch to orthodox with Mcgregor. Don't forget to do that, cause he can do it in both. It crosses your opponent up. It allows you to land his body kicks. Now, when you're going forward, you're a little slower than you are when you plant your feet. I said this in the last video. Now I'm gonna move forward and start throwing punches. Watch. See I'm a little slower doing that. But watch me plant my feet. Boom. A little bit more effective, but he went for the takedown. I expected it. Boom. Plant my feet. If you tap that quicker, watch his reaction. Once you see him break his reaction from a pause, like right here, once you see him break and go for an attack, that's when you go ahead and throw that left. You gotta time it. Boom. Boom. And when he throws that little left, he kind of has a pullback. McGregor's pullback counter is one of his best. Mayweather does it in boxing. His pullback counter, I'm gonna show you that. That's where you pull back like that. And you can do it quick too. Boom. See, they don't look like those are landing, but they're landing.
Ooh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by McGregor.
He knows I'm trying to do it.
Just misses with the straight left hand.
See, you can't. Sometimes you have to outsmart EA in a certain way. They catch wind of what you're doing. He's moving good off my pullback.
And a miss with the right hook.
Ooh, nice. Now, don't forget, McGregor has a beautiful uppercut, too, as well. Now, if we can get to where we can hit him with that, that's also a good weapon. He stunned me a few times. I made a few mistakes. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. End of the fight. Left uppercut, end of the fight. See what I'm saying, guys? There's ways to still. McGregor is still one of the best fighters to use on this game. I promise you. You just have to you have to control the fight. You have to control the pace. That left uppercut was beautiful, man. It sat him completely down because I let him work. I worked him little by little. I worked him little by little. I baited him in. Now I'm gonna do the same to Max Holloway. Watch this. Max Holloway is gonna get it the same way. It's gonna look like he's gonna beat me. I'm gonna get nervous. Like, you know, fighters get nervous. Once they get stunned, they get nervous. They ended up throwing punches and blows. You don't want to let yourself get in that mode, and it's hard not to. when you're under pressure and you start getting stunned, and then you're throwing punches and missing and throwing kicks and missing. And nah, don't ever let them. If you get rocked and you are able to recover, you stick with the game plan of staying calm and controlling the pace of the fight. If you're using a fighter like McGregor, if you're using a striker, you need to stay. His main thing is his left hand, his feet, and controlling the fight. Control the fight. Control the pace. If it's a boring fight, fuck it. Let it be boring. Excuse my language. Alright, we're in welterweight. We're going to go to lightweight. It's a little bit more tougher on McGregor in lightweight. I didn't realize I fought Dustin at welterweight. Huh. I didn't realize that. I thought I fought him at light. Or did I fight him at welter? Or light, I mean. Alright, we're going to fight Max. Max Holloway is a beast. And he's a 4-star fighter. I thought he was a 5-star. Holloway. Oh, that's right. He fights featherweight too. I forgot. Max Holloway and Conor McGregor. This is a fight that needs to happen when McGregor need blah blah blah. Excuse me. McGregor needs more fights first before he starts fighting those top tier guys. Like, that's what cost him the match against Dustin. And people are dropping McGregor, but they didn't realize this. If you actually sat down and watched the fight and you know fighting, McGregor was winning that fight. He was winning that fight. But that calf kick and his lack of, not being there, man. His physical ability was not there after a certain. McGregor is not a person to go 5 rounds and still be jumping around like Tony Ferguson. His gas tank isn't the best. He didn't look stiff to me. It looked like he had I liked his little boxing style, but to people it wasn't the same. They said he looked stiff. He did look like a little stiff, like he wasn't there, like he's been absent for a minute. See, they made it to where that little kick, man, he throws that all the time. We want to do the same against Holloway. Main thing against Holloway is making sure you keep his legs off of you. Keep your legs on him. Excuse me. Yeah, make sure you control Holloway's feet. If you can keep, and I'm gonna show you an important move that most people don't throw that really helps. Just missed with the left there. Jab, boom. That right kick. Boom. Boom. Every time. That keeps him off of you. Now, eventually, you can't just do it all day. He'll catch wind of it. Back to the jab now, no good. Oh, and he tags him with the straight, beautifully placed there by Max. Control the pace. Switch it up. It's not landing. That's okay. Boom. Cross to the body. Now we're going orthodox. Woo. We're going to give it back to him. Now we're going back to his natural stance, southpaw. Remember that move I showed you? Well, Max isn't a pressure, or neither is he a mover. He does both. He can get in and out just like McGregor does. So it's a little bit more different to beat Max. You need to let Max work as well, though. But keep Max's feet at bay. And he's good at checking, so. He's killing me with that cross. Alright, we're going to slow down with throwing. We don't want to miss so much. He is all about that left kick to the body. Big liver kick lands on. Keep them little kicks on him. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Well, he's always on the counter. See that little right kick. It's odd feeling, but it works, man. I'm telling you. Max is gonna work my body until he gets it hurt. I've fought him many of times. I know exactly what he's wanting to do, and I ain't gonna let him do it. But what he'll do is he'll work your body, get it hurt. But if you start defending it, he'll trick you and go to the head. We want to trick him. Cancel. Oh, messed up. Cancel. That's okay. He'll fall for it. Cancel. Boom. Cancel. Okay, Max took me to the ground. Now, Max, he's good on the ground, very good on the ground. McGregor, when the first time he fought Max Holloway, he beat Max in every situation, on feet, ground, and he beat him in the clinch. But Max Holloway was there. It wasn't like he wasn't there. It was a good fight. Now that goes to show you that cross that I showed you, that lunging cross. Max Holloway is a fighter that you want to use that on. He's a little taller than me, but his reach isn't longer. But still, his height, it can take in place for his reach. Where he's a little taller, he can probably reach me a little better with his feet and everything. So that lunging is gonna help me against a fighter like him. But look at the stamina. Look how my stamina is a little lower than his. That's because he's been working my body. And he can interrupt real good. So when you go for a kick or something, you need to make sure you're in a position to where you can know you're gonna land it. Don't throw a punch unless you know you're gonna land it against Max.
15 seconds remain in the round.
Because he can interrupt. Let me show you what I mean by interrupt.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land.
Oh, well, he didn't do it. He usually, while you're going for a kick and you're leaning back for a kick, sometimes Max Holloway can explode in and hit you with a real good combination with his hands as you're going for a kick and stuns you. He does that really well, actually. He's probably the one of the best to do that on this game. You got to watch that. So don't throw unless you know you're going to land. The knees, that's another thing. When Max comes in, if you strike him with the knees, you got him. You need to work Max's stamina. He has a good gas tank. Keep his legs, hurt his legs. You're gonna have to. That's how you're gonna have to beat Max. Max has me cut too.
That's a big connection there from McGregor, DC.
And don't forget, McGregor has that nasty left hand. It's difficult to catch Max playing it to where you can catch him clean because he keeps moving. He moves at the right time.
How about jab, right hand? Because eventually you're gonna have to put something on your opponent that's gonna really make him pause.
Trick him and go to the body. Okay, I missed a few times. Let's go back to the feet where he's moving in. Boom. See, these points, they not doing the whole. They're not doing. It don't look like they're doing the extreme damage, but they're connecting. You're getting scored for it. Go for a takedown. He denied it. That's okay. That's okay. Remember, I'm in. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm in orthodox. Remember, I told you his feet is real good in orthodox. When you get to where you're in a good position in the orthodox, go for the front or something. See what I mean by interrupting? He interrupted it. What's up, Danny? Remember I told you about that pull counter? That's where that comes in play as well. That pull counter is someone you can use on Max Holloway. That's something you can definitely use on him. At the right time. Fake him out. He's going to be a fighter that you're going to have to use your feints.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range though with it.
He's trying to bait my legs. He's trying to beat my legs bad. I can tell.
He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Ooh, he tricked me. I thought he was going to the body, excuse me. He's beating me. See, he's got my stamina's not right.
Oh, nice connection there with a punch, DC.
I just need to stay patient.
Oh, that right hand is on point.
Now I'm going to start trying to land my boxing combinations in and out, in and out.
Vicious uppercut to the head.
Beautiful uppercut. Shades of Mike Tyson on Punch Out back in the day. You couldn't take one of those uppercuts or you would go down.
And the best way to catch Max is don't let him plant. Don't let him restart. Keep him moving constantly.
Nice job by Conor McGregor navigating distance here, and he's done a pretty
You
good
might
job
have to take
overall
one to give one, but it's okay.
his celebrity. He can't go anywhere in his native Ireland without getting stopped by somebody. But he has really focused on his craft. The work ethic has never waned.
Ooh, I thought he was going for that one.
Here tonight.
Oh, nice.
Now I need to let my feet play the game.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
I need to start back working on that front leg. Boom. Remember that I told you? Now this is the best time to do it because he's staying planted. He's staying planted. When he plants, that's when you got a better shot at hitting him. Now I need to get up.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Way to get up. Way to get up.
Done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, collar tie.
Got to the clinch, controlled the
Get out of there.
and land some big knees from in close.
Oh, spinning back.
All right. He's planted. He's planted to the body. Oh, double. Boom to the body. Boom to the body. I caught one, but I gave one. He's trying to take my head off. And look, that step back like that, that'll help you as well.
Just out of range with the straight left hand.
You can feint. Boom, feint.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Gotta be
Feint.
careful to not gas
Boom,
out
boom,
here,
boom.
but at least you have to
Sometimes you're
admire
going to have to
the
be
approach.
patient with him. Feint.
Punch
Boom.
coming, it's blocked.
Look. Boom. He wasn't ready.
Huge kick to the
Feint. Boom. He remembered that kick, so now he's going to have to look for them feet. Feint. Boom. Takedown. Ah, he denied it. That's okay. All right. We survived. We survived. Okay.
Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of
Boom.
different techniques, but the kicking was the
See,
key.
when he plants his feet is when we have a better chance at connecting him. See, when he's on the move, he's taller. So his feet's longer than mine. But my hands are longer than his. So when I'm rushing in to swing at him as he's moving, it's going to be harder to connect against him. You know what I mean? But when he plants, I can mix it up. But I also want to keep him moving. So how do I do all that at the same time? Let him wear himself down a little bit.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He
Boom.
continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
You want to keep him moving at the same time though, but you don't want him to reset. But if that's not working when he plants, you can mix it up a little bit.
As he landed the jab there, DC. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing
Feint,
that
boom.
jab.
Oh, he caught me. Good job. Feint, feint,
Holloway's uppercut is blocked.
Ooh, what a punch.
boom. Feint.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice
See, he
job there
interrupted
by
my kick.
Holloway.
That's okay. Now I'm gonna circle his weak hand.
To his right.
I'm gonna circle his weak hand, and I'm gonna be looking to catch him with a right hook.
Conor McGregor gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments.
I'm gonna circle him.
Pretty good right hand.
Right hook.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Right punches there.
Right hook again. He caught me as well.
Holloway's head kick attempt. That one is blocked.
Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. All right, he's planted.
Liver kick.
He's planted. Now he's pressuring me. Okay, now he's planted. Now he's pressuring.
Big kick.
Stop. Oh, you sounded
Just over
so
3
sweet.
minutes now to go in the fight.
That damn kick. I wasn't ready for that one. That's okay.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it.
Get out of there.
And now he's got him hurt bad.
So much.
93 total strikes and foul
That's okay.
for Conor McGregor. And landing with 37% accuracy thus far tonight.
Connor's a better boxer. It's just we're going against another one that's real good at boxing. We just gonna have to outbox him. My reach is the problem for him right now. He's moving his feet, so we're gonna pressure him a little bit. We need to pressure, keep him moving. We need to keep him moving. Catch him with that left.
When you're clearly losing and you know you need a finish, risk management goes out the window.
Oh yeah, no more risk management. Either get knocked out or you knock
I got 2 minutes left. I need to give it all to him. See that pull counter?
Give yourself a chance to try to find your shot. Liver kick is gonna shut your body off.
That's okay. Sometimes you gotta suck it up and go for it. He got me.
Oh, he is up, but man, is he hurt. A finish could come here at any time.
He got me. Stay patient. It'll come. Stay patient, but go for it at the same time if you can.
He is trying to keep the judges out of it, lighten up his opponent left and right. Holloway gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. He's able to slip those.
Boom.
Right there, his opponent's wobble champ.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that. He got him.
We're gonna pressure him now. Oh! He got me. All right, I learned some cons and pros from that fight. Cons and pros. Are we leaving, baby? All right, I gotta roll, guys. I'll be back. I learned some cons and pros about that fight. When I get back, I'm gonna show you how we're gonna beat Max Holloway. Y'all have a good one. Till next time. All right, Danny. You know what it is.